Hello, good evening to all. Today I will describe about the two important factor of a lens material which is very much important for choosing a lens material for the patient or the customer. If the customer have the high refractive error or the low refractive error, that doesn't matter. If you provide a best lens material for his or her spectacles, then the patient shows more happiness to you. So first of all, the two properties of the lens material are the refractive index and the Abbe value. And now I will describe about the relation between the refractive index and the Abbe value and how it will works in the lens material. I will show you. So first of all, what is the refractive index? The refractive index is the how much light slows down when entering the material compared to the air or vacuum. So the light is how much slows down when entering the material compared to the air or vacuum. It is called the refractive error. So it is basically a ratio. Okay, and now suppose I told you what is the refractive index of the crown glass. The refractive index of the crown glass is 1.52. Okay, the refractive index of the crown glass is 1.52. And what is the refractive index of the MR10? MR10 refractive index is 1.67. So here the crown glass refractive index is lower than the MR8. Then what is the basic difference? If the refractive index is higher, if the refractive index is lower. So if the refractive index is higher, then lens is more thinner, and if the refractive index is lower, then the lens is more thicker. Okay, so increasing of the refractive index, lens is more thinner. Or if the refractive index of a lens material is decreasing or lower, so lens is more thicker. It is the basic principle of the lens material and the refractive index. Now I will discuss about the Abbe value. So what is the Abbe value? It is the measure of the chromatic aberration of a lens. Basically, it is a measurement unit of the chromatic aberration of a lens. So what is the chromatic aberration? First of all, chromatic aberration means a white light is made up of 7 different light. It's called the VGR. And the 7 different light have 7 different wavelength. And if the light pass through a lens and the lens disperse the light between more frangles like red, green, yellow, blue, so it is called the chromatic aberration. Means how much the material spread out different color of light. How much the material spread out different color of light is called the chromatic aberration. And through the Abbe value, we will know about the chromatic aberration quality of a lens. So here also a relation between the lens material and the Abbe value. If the Abbe value is higher, then the chromatic aberration is lower. So the number of the Abbe value is increasing, then the chromatic aberration quality is decreasing. If the Abbe value number is decreasing, then the lens chromatic aberration property is increasing. This is the basic rule between the Abbe value and the chromatic aberration. Okay, till now this is clear. Now I will discuss about the relation between the refractive index and the Abbe value. So what is the basic relation between the refractive index and the Abbe value? If the refractive index is increasing, then the Abbe value level is decreasing, or if the refractive index is decreasing, the Abbe value is increasing. Now I will give you a practical example. Suppose CR39, the refractive index of the CR39 is 1.5 and the Abbe value is 58. Please note down about that. The refractive index of the CR39 is 1.5 and the Abbe value is 58. Okay, polycarbonate lens refractive index is 1.586 and the Abbe value number is 30. The Trivex refractive index is 1.53 and the Abbe value is the 45. Okay, so if I compare between the Trivex, CR39, polycarbonate and crown glass, the refractive index is 1.52 and the Abbe value is 58. Okay, so we know that the higher Abbe value decrease the chromatic aberration. So here what is the Abbe value is higher? The Abbe value is higher in the two type of glass. What is the CR39 and the second is the crown glass. But now today market crown glass is backdated. Crown glass use very much heavier and the crown glass have the chance to break. So in the market we did not use the crown glass for a refractive error lens. Okay, so we use CR39, we use Trivex, we use polycarbonate, we use MR30, MR10, MR8 or the high index lens use. So if we compare between the polycarbonate, CR39 and Trivex lens, then the Abbe value of the Trivex and the CR39 is similar. Like the CR39 Abbe value is the 58 and the Trivex is 45, but the polycarbonate Abbe value is the 30. So if we use CR39 or Trivex material of a lens for the refractive index, then it is the best option for a customer or a patient to get more accurate result. Okay, first of all, in the polycarbonate get more scratches. If the polycarbonate get lower Abbe value, so greater chromatic aberration, and the polycarbonate refractive index is 1.586. So the polycarbonate lens have multiple problematic situation. But now in the CR39 and the Trivex, the refractive index are very much similar. Crown glass, CR39 1.5 and the Trivex is 1.53. And if we compare between the Abbe value number, CR39 have the 58 and the Trivex is 45. So Trivex have slightly lower and the CR39 is higher. So CR39 is the best opportunity of a lens material. If the CR39 is not available, then you can use Trivex lens. So what is the problematic situation if the chromatic aberration is increasing in a lens? If the patient have more refractive error, see, that means it is have high hypermetropic or high myopic and the lens is much thicker, so you can choose high refractive index lens for the thinning of the lens. For that result, the Abbe value is decreasing and the chromatic aberration is present. For if the chromatic aberration is present, then there are multiple problematic situations. First of all, the patient shows color halo, or the patient show red, green, or blue like triangles in between the glasses or in the environment. If it shows in the light, then it looks like a color halo or a rainbow like appearance present. If the chromatic aberration is present, the contrast sensitivity is decreasing, so the light is too much dull. And if the chromatic aberration is increasing, then the patient is too much discomfortness feeling when it sees the computer screen. And if he or she works like a graphics designer, it is too much problematic. So if you use high index lens, then please maintain the Abbe value. So I will suggest you, if you choose a lens material for the better experience, then please provide CR39 or Trivex lens. So if you have any doubt about this video, please know me, and if there have any kind of doubt, then please tell me. I think all is clear. The relation between the Abbe value and the refractive index, the relation between the Abbe value and the chromatic aberration, the relation between the refractive index and the lens width is totally explained here. Thank you.